Hi there. Um, it's a 4 a.m. sort of video. Um, bags under my eyes. Uh, Depressed a bit, and just a quick one. Because I always stop myself from saying things. So, just a short one. Yesterday evening, I watched the first episode of a new BBC kind of fly on the wall documentary slash reality TV slash oh, this is going to be we're going to educate you on something really cool. And it's called Change Your Mind, Change Your Life, and it's about therapy. And I have some good knowledge about therapy, a bit as a therapist, really short, and mostly as a client or a service user, shall we say, if you have therapy in the NHS, although you rarely have it because there's a list of, you know, one light year. Um, so I thought, oh, I'm going to watch that, and I'm sure I'm going to be irritated. And yes, I'm really irritated by this thing. So just I only watched the first episode. There's four of them. Well, first the kind of before going into the meat of the matter, just the package. The package is shit. I mean, it's shit in the sense that it's so well formatted and everybody is nice and everybody is a leading therapist or presented as such. And everything is beautiful. There's I don't know how to explain that. Like it if you want people to see what therapy is, it's not something like that, pretty and in a beautiful setting. It's in a corporation thing with lots of different rooms and a receptionist who looks like she doesn't have a clue about therapy anyway. And it's all, oh, how are you today? And how was your session, Emma? It just irritated me. And then the therapies, when there's three people that we follow. I don't know if it's going to be the same people in the next episode, and they see three different therapists, and I can't imagine. I didn't notice what the first one was in terms of job description, but the second one is a psychiatrist, and the third one is a clinical psychologist. So the, only these two people. It's really people who have lots of qualifications, and if you want to see them privately, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, and they're supposed to be the bee's knees of therapy, but actually among the three they're the worst ones. And so the psychiatrist one, he sees that client who says he has no longer he struggles to have motivation to do, to get up in the morning, go to work. It's hard for him. And so in his first session, this bee's knees therapist tells the client that he can try a technique called the robot. He calls it the robot technique. And the technique is, well, even if you don't feel like doing it, do it. But it's serious. Seriously, he believes that's a technique and that's therapy. But hey, dude, that's the point. Why we want to, when we need to go to therapy, is because we want to understand why we no longer want to do things, and we want to have motivation again. If it's just, well, even if you don't like it, just do it. Yeah, did you need to go to medical school, become a psychiatrist, and then do probably some more qualifications? Therapy to say that, no, but it's ridiculous. And the poor guy, the client, well, I say the poor guy, the client, of course, the second session he asks, did it work? Did it help? And the guy, and he said, actually, yes, it's very English, it's, and it's for TV, so you're not going to say no, actually. Shit. So there's that. And then the third one, who is the clinical psychologist, she the client is a woman who divorced during lockdown, and she can't she's afraid because her 18-year-old daughter is going to go to uni, and she says, I can't bear being on my own. And I really relate to that, because that was my case too a few years ago. And she said that she was bullied when she was at school, because her classmates found out that she was an adopted child, and they picked on that, and they were really horrible. That she said, you were not wanted, blah blah blah. And I it's really sad. And that therapist, that clinical psychologist, again, I don't. I mean, you have to watch it. But she says, oh yeah, the being bullied experience is really hard, and it can impact somebody's life forever, and it is true that, but really beautiful and well paid, and so-called leading therapist, and you say that, but did you pick up on the fact that this lady said she was adopted? Does that no? No, it's not. That's not it. No, being abandoned by your mother for whatever reason. I put myself in the baby's shoes here. To lose your mum as a newborn, probably. Is that not something meaningful? Is that not something that will impact you for forever and produce, this horrible feeling that you can't be on your own at all? Because I went there, so I can talk about that. And I was not adopted, but there were bad things that happened when I was born. So, no, you don't think that could have an impact? No. So these, basically, I'm going to watch the rest, I'm sure, because I want to find out what happens eventually. But is that not common sense? Now, you don't need to qualify as a therapist to understand that somebody who was abandoned by her birth mother is going to be affected forever or is it me? I mean, am I an alien here? Um, so anyway, that's this new BBC thing, and it's 10 minutes, and I stop now. I'm gonna have my cup of tea, and yeah, maybe I will probably watch more, and yeah, maybe I will I will talk again. Bye.